The Southern Drive, Turkey, Suez, Palestine, and the burning oil fields. After the heavens had burned with the comet and the North Pole convulsed in fire, the seer's gaze was drawn southward. He was shown how the fury of Russia, ignited by the Turk's spark, would surge downward through the ancient lands, sweeping into the Middle East like a flood at midnight. He declared, "During the night Russia storms through Turkey en route to the Suez region, while Turkey offers no resistance." He saw it happen suddenly, in darkness. The armies of the bear crossed the Bosphorus and rolled into Anatolia like an unbroken tide. Towns surrendered without a shot, fortresses yielded without a cry. Turkish soldiers laid down their arms as if struck powerless, and their cities opened their gates without struggle. The land that had once terrified Christendom with its Ottoman might now collapse in silence. Turkey, once the gatekeeper between East and West, offered no resistance. From there, the seer was carried into the deserts where the lifeline of the world glittered under the sun. He saw the narrow waterway that bound the seas, the Suez Canal, shimmering like a thread of silver. The Russians pressed toward it, their tanks grinding through the sands, their fleets crowding the approaches, their soldiers moving with iron purpose. Whoever held Suez held the throat of the oceans, and the bear reached out its paw to choke it. But as the Russians advanced, the seer's eyes fell upon the Holy Land. He said, "The Russians make contact with the American army in Syria and Palestine." He saw the two giants collide. From the north came Russia, storming through Turkey and Syria. From the west and south came the Eagle, the Americans, standing in defense. The land between became the battlefield. The clash broke upon Syria. Damascus groaned under bombardment. Aleppo burned, and the deserts were torn by fire. Then the struggle reached Palestine. He saw the Jezreel Valley black with smoke, Jerusalem shaking under the thunder of artillery, Galilee lit with flames reflected on its waters. The land that had once been called holy became a wasteland of ruins. And he said in grief, "Palestine is destroyed during the fighting. Vineyards were uprooted, olive trees scorched, houses shattered, and people scattered into the dust." The seer also saw division among the peoples of the desert. Some Arabs side with the Americans. He watched as tribes and nations split apart. Some fought alongside the eagle, others bent to the bear. Brothers turned against brothers, their loyalties tearing them apart. The crescent was broken, divided in two. Then he saw the sky and the desert alight with a different fire. Many oil fields in the Middle East are set alight. He saw pillars of flame towering higher than mountains, fountains of black smoke blotting out the sun. Noon became as night, the air choked with ash, cities suffocated under a veil of darkness. He saw the deserts glow red as rivers of oil turned into rivers of fire. The very treasure that had enriched nations became a curse that poisoned sky and earth. And just when it seemed the bear would triumph, the seer was shown a sudden reversal. He said, "The more advanced secret weaponry of the USA defeats the Red Army." The eagle revealed weapons unseen in his day, swift and devastating, striking with precision and fury. He saw Russian convoys torn apart in an instant, columns halted in firestorms, divisions collapsing into ash. The armies that had moved unhindered through Turkey now faltered in the deserts. The advance to Suez broke. The Holy Land, though destroyed, became the graveyard of the bear's pride. Thus the seer described the Southern Drive. Russia sweeping through Turkey at night without resistance, the surge toward Suez, the clash with America in Syria and Palestine, the destruction of Palestine itself, the Arabs divided, the oil fields burning with pillars of flame, the skies turned to darkness, and finally the Red Army broken by secret weapons of the eagle. It was a vision of silence broken by fire, of deserts turned into oceans of flame, of the Holy Land shattered, and of the bear halted in humiliation where it had hoped to triumph.